arrived at Tokyo Airport. Yeah, kind of surprised, as Adam said. I really had no idea what I expected, but for Japan, Tokyo, Haneda, we kind of expected something a bit more flashy, I guess. It's just, yeah, quite just a plain sort of building. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure what we expected, but when we actually came into the airport, came into land and were taxiing in, all the runway lights, it was lit up like a Christmas tree. I mean, it was the most brightly coloured, funky, colourful tarmac that we'd ever been on, and yeah, the inside of the building is just like nothing here. So we're hoping that departures is going to be a bit flasher, because we've got another 8-hour overnight stint in the airport, so we're hoping that we're at least going to have comfortable seats, because yeah, we've now got to transfer to Osaka with Japan Airlines. We've had a look and there's no options for any earlier flights or anything.
6:30.
Not up there.
Oh, have you found it 6:30 a.m?
Not there.
What is it?
Japan Airlines
101.
to Osaka.
It's not there.
So we looked on the board and our flight wasn't listed, and then Adam's realised that that is international. So I've looked up on Google and it is Terminals 1 and 2 at Haneda do the domestic flights. Japan Airlines, which we're flying, tends to use Terminal 1. So there is a monorail here, which I guess we will use later, but seeing as this is the international terminal, we're picking that this is going to be our best bet to stay the night here and go to the domestic terminal earlier in the morning, because we're thinking that that's going to be smaller. We've never been to Japan before, so we're not quite sure, but there says shops and restaurants upstairs, so that is promising. We're going to go for a wander and yeah, go to domestic in the morning. It's now 3:30 a.m. We're going to move over to the domestic terminal. Probably at about 4:30 we'll start making our way over. Oops, hang on, we've just got people around. We're going to move over to the other terminal. Terminal 1 is a domestic. Terminal 1 does Japan Airlines, which we're flying, and Terminal 2 tends to do all Nippon Airways. There are a few other airlines that go from Terminal 2, but those are the main ones. The domestic terminals don't actually open until 5 a.m. The international terminal that we're in at the moment is the only one that's open 24 hours. It does say that they want you to, only people that have come off international flights or are taking an international flight are to sleep in the terminal overnight like we've done. But there's no way of policing that. We weren't asked for boarding passes or any sort of proof. So this is level 2, I think, in the international terminal. Everything's closed at the moment because it's 3:30 in the morning, but if you are here overnight, this is just sort of where you go up to the viewing deck right at the very top, where you can actually just sort of sit out there and see the planes go. There are a few restaurants around down here. It's sort of like an old-fashioned Japanese street. It's really quite cool. A lot of the restaurants close at midnight. If you walk down this pathway here and then to the right in the far corner, there is a sushi place that is open 24 hours a day. Adam and Lexi went and had something to eat there after Emma and I had gone, because I wanted to get some change for the vending machines. Really reasonably priced. I haven't quite worked out the currency conversion yet, but we just had some cucumber rolls and an orange juice, and I think it probably, yeah, like I haven't quite worked out the currency conversion, but we did look up the Japanese yen to the New Zealand dollar, and it was really quite good. Now, to get to the other terminals, there is a monorail here. We're not 100% sure where that goes, but there is actually a free bus that goes through the terminals, which we're going to catch. Yeah, not quite sure whether monorail goes to. We haven't found any information on that yet. So there is an information board here, but there's absolutely nothing with the monorail on it. It just says you are here, so we're standing here, and then the monorail is over here, which is just to my right behind me. But there's no information on where it actually goes or what it's for. It says down here is the free shuttle bus to terminals 1 and 2, so that's what we'll be doing. Okay, I've used Google Translate, and it does appear that the monorail does go between terminals 1, 2 and 3, but yeah, it's all closed up at the moment, not running, so I'm not sure whether it opens in the morning at 5 AM when the domestic terminals open, or whether it's just shut down for some reason, because it's all locked up. But you need to buy tickets for the monorail, whereas the shuttle buses between the terminals are free, so that's what we'll be doing. Just besides the fact it's free, it just looks a lot easier anyway. So that's pretty much all there is to the international terminal at Tokyo. Hasn't been a bad night here, but yeah, there's certainly not the amount of little posies that you can tuck up and sleep in like we've had at other airports. But yeah, we were quite lucky we got to sleep on the plane, so we're not tired at all. So just heading back up to the very top level where Adam and the girls are. I'm going to gather our stuff together and look at heading over to Terminal 1 and checking in our bags, because we flew here on Qatar Airlines, and then our last leg from Tokyo to Osaka is Japan Airlines, so we had to collect our bags here and then recheck them in with Japan Airlines at the domestic terminal. So this is the very top level with the lookout point. There are some benches there that you can sleep on. There's also some wooden benches that people are sleeping on, and some in the corner there. We've come into Tokyo Pop Town. There's some squishy benches along the back here that we've set up camp on, just in the corner there. We've got our strip lighting on the floor, and to pay off the squishy couches we've got our own Cartoon Network. A little bit noisy, bright lights, big city, but then on the upside we have squishy couches that we've managed to catch a few winks on. So down to the bottom level at the airport, straight out the front doors, and the free shuttle bus goes from stop 0. It's just right out the front here. Stop 0, right out the front, and that runs from 4:15 in the morning till 1:15 in the morning or the following day. So, free shuttle bus runs every 4 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty much it. 4:15, 1:15, every 4 minutes. Terminal 1, 2 and 3 goes in a circuit. So we're just waiting for the next one here now. checked bags, cleared customs, off to gate 14. 40 metres. Oh, right there. That was easy. So, final destination, we've finally made it to Osaka. I think probably about 33 hours since we left Zagreb. Yeah, we're going to sign off now. We're just going to get an Uber to our motel. I've had it booked since last night so that we could actually check in. I think it's about 7:30 a.m. Check-in time for the motel is 4 p.m. So like I said, I've had it booked since last night so that we could just go straight there and yeah, have showers and pretty much go to bed. Because yeah, the last thing we want to do is be having to walk around town and entertain ourselves until 4 o'clock this afternoon. We spent the last 2 nights in motels. I think we've all probably had about 3 or 4 hours sleep, so we're done. Oh, here comes the first bag, so we'll sign out and see you guys later.